right, so Danny, I was talking to Peter Quillin over the weekend, and there have been some rumors about you two maybe getting together and putting on like the Brooklyn super fight.
Yeah.
Have there been any talks between your two camps?
There's been talks. Where the status is on the fight right now, I don't know. Obviously, we know that he just vacated his WBO championship, so it's some things going on within his camp that I don't understand. I don't know what's going on, but I'm waiting to hear from my manager to see what who my next opponent would be, whether it's Quillin, whether it's a top contender, or even another champion. We'll have to see, but that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. You know, it's a fight that I've been wanting for a very long time. I think as far as both of our careers, it's the biggest opportunity for both of us, and it's the easiest fight to make for, the biggest purse that both of us have ever had. So, hopefully it happens soon. He's a tremendous guy. He's a tremendous champion. And I think me matching my skills up against him in Brooklyn, I think it'll be epic.
Because that's a fight that's been rumored a couple times before. Like, has it been close? Have you guys kind of been in the negotiating room?
That's the thing. People think I know a little bit more than I actually do, and I don't. I didn't really know what was the situation with it because, we shared the same manager, and you would think even still I would know more, but I don't know. I didn't know how to take it, me not receiving information from his team or, not hearing any rumors. Or I can go on the internet and learn more than what I'm hearing from my guys. So, for me, it was kind of like, I don't want to wait around for this guy, but at the same time, I do want to make this fight happen. And it didn't happen. I had to stay busy with a tune-up fight, and eventually I got my world championship fight. So now is the perfect time. Let's make this fight happen, please. I'm a very good guy anyway, so I accept anybody, whether it's an opponent, whether, whoever. But me and Quillin knew each other since the amateurs.
Yeah.
And he's been one of those local guys that I've always knew. We never really hung out or we never really done things together, but you see each other, it's always love, and that's how it's always been. But Zab Judah said that Mike Tyson told him that in boxing, there's no friends, and if you have anyone from 160 to 175, don't make friends with them. So I'll take my Brooklyn Knights advice.
You and I were talking off camera about your sort of newfound career as a commentator as well. I mean, how did that all get started? Was that something you always wanted to do?
You know what? I surprised them, and I'm going to tell you how. They didn't know I was that good. So they offered me to come down to commentate for a Bernard Hopkins fight and Peter Quillin and Paulie Malignaggi, because, Paulie doesn't commentate and he wasn't able to work that night. So when I did it, I said, yeah, I got something for you guys. You guys don't think I'm that good. And I nailed it, and they called me back for another fight the following week. I got calls from other networks to have me commentate for them as well. So, it's a really good look for myself. And for me, most importantly, I feel like it's a good look for the sport because, up-and-coming prospects and up-and-coming boxers have something to look forward to. Before you had no athletes, no boxers doing commentary. All you had was just guys who went to school for it. And, I think the route that I'm setting is that, boxers are just as articulate, educated, and smart as the rest of these guys are, and that we can, articulate ourselves on camera and be a beast inside the ring as well. So I think I'm setting the standard as well as myself, Paulie Malignaggi, and a couple other boxers who are doing it. So it's a great feeling. For me, it gives me a different viewpoint of the sport in which I love. I get to judge fights, and it's not easy, mind you.
Yeah.
It's not easy to judge fights when you're sitting close like that, because I've scored some close rounds, not right.
Yeah.
And fans got on me about it. So, you have to take all those things in consideration. It's not easy. You have to get in where you fit in, because obviously everybody have their own lane, whereas Mauro Renown, he's the main guy with the voice, and Al Bernstein, he's the boxing genius, and myself, I'm the boxer who can give people an insight on what it's like to actually be in there. So everybody have their own identity, and it's just about making it sync.
Did you study anyone before you went on the air for the first time? Were there any commentators that you looked at and listened to and said, maybe pluck some things from?
Believe it or not, the commentators who are fighters that I've actually listened to and try to get some tips from, BJ Flores, man.
He's very good.
BJ Flores is awesome, and Paulie Malignaggi as well. Andre Ward, guys are doing it now. I look up to and I respect, and I'm glad I have the same opportunity as those guys.
Before I get you out of here, I just want to get your prediction on another middleweight title fight that's coming up. Gennady Golovkin and Marco Antonio Rubio, probably guys that you've been studying, you look at, you're all in the same weight class.
Yeah.
What do you think about that fight? Do you think Rubio can give him any kind of a test?
I think Rubio is not as fast, but he is strong. We haven't seen Gennady Golovkin hit. We've seen Rubio hit, and we've seen him knocked out before. So we know if he gets hit, what's the possibility of that happening, but we don't know if Triple G can get hit, what will happen. I think Triple G will probably win by decision or knockout.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect, man.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks very much. I appreciate it.